Elk Show.
Hey.
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 77.
Lucky number 77.
Unlike, lucky number 13.
I thought 13 was unlucky.
I don't know. I asked for a 13. They gave a 31.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's an Offspring joke, I think.
Yeah,
hey, welcome.
Vanilla Ice, iced tea, Ice Cube. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, Scott's here.
I'm here.
Scott, he's here. Wow. So I almost forgot how to do the show. It's been 6 days and 7 days, and I forgot how to do the show.
It's been like 20 something for me. So don't
Follow
worry about
me on Twitter. My name is Ryan. I am your host for this evening at the Blade Job Show. I post things about stuff and other things. Hey Scott, are you on tweets?
Yeah, technically I have one. I haven't tweeted in a while.
You tweeted like 20 minutes ago.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was just a response to trash cans.
Goddamn trash can.
Are you recording?
Yeah, by the way. Okay, we are recording this time.
All right,
great.
Cool. Oh, yeah, see the signs
Well,
on.
that's how I noticed last time, because the sign wasn't on. I was like, the sign's not on. And then trash can realized we weren't recording.
Yeah, well, it's funny because the sign has absolutely nothing to do with the recording itself. Like, you don't hit record and the sign turns on.
It should.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it really should.
Yeah, in a perfect world, it would.
Yeah. So, not Amazon, iTunes. There we go. iTunes, Google Play, wherever you get your podcast. That's where you should listen to us.
Spotify,
iHeartRadio, just like WZLX.
Yeah, I mean,
radio station.
Yeah, I fucking hate all the iHeartRadio stations.
I just hate the fact that...
Except for Rock 101 in New Hampshire, because they...
10, 15 years ago, you listen to a radio station and they plug I know they were all owned by bigger companies because most radio stations weren't independent organizations, but... Except
for WBRU, which is now a fucking Christian station.
They used to promote their station, and now they just promote...
Fucking iHeartRadio Music Festival with Animal Bleed. Oh, come listen to fucking Ryan Seacrest and Bobby Bones.
And Kelly Clarkson. Don't forget about Kelly. And whatever a Cardi B is, they keep talking about that thing. I'm not sure what that is, but I've heard it's a prostitute of some sort.
Yeah, she's like Nicki Minaj, but less talented.
I'm not really too familiar with the Nicki Minaj either. I know
she has a big butt and is sometimes super hot, and then other times
My girlfriend dressed up as Nicki Minaj for Halloween one year.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she white.
That's okay. Did she just put a pillow in her pants?
No, she just got a big booty. So I mean, not like
Nicki Minaj. But
well, yeah, I've heard that she has what could be considered a smothered booty. She'll kill you with it. Actually, you lose oxygen and die.
Nicki Minaj or your girlfriend?
Nicki Minaj.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah. You know who doesn't have a nice booty?
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
Oh, okay, I thought you were going to say Brandy Rose. I was going to slap
No.
you.
Oh, no.
I was going to slap you.
All things aside, Brandy Rhodes is a gorgeous woman. She is a very beautiful, beautiful person.
Yes.
Shit in the ring. She's absolutely terrible. And there's a reason... why she did a sob story video before Fight for the Fallen about how she had to fight so hard and she had so much talent and she just blah, 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 blah. There's a reason WWE fired you twice. And it's because you're not that good. She was ring announcer at WrestleMania 31. I was there. I didn't know who she was. But okay, I understand that obviously there's storylines involved. It's not just all as transparent as AEW has been. There's still storylines involved. But I'm seeing, Brandy Rhodes opens up about her victory at Fight for the Fallen. It's well, yeah, but it was your debut. You beat up Allie, who I love. I love Allie. I think she's fantastic, and I'm really excited that she's going to be back in the limelight because, Impact was kind of hit or miss for a while, whether you're going to even be able to watch it. And I think, honestly, when I look at the AEW women's division, I see Allie as the number one star for me. Obviously I love Awesome Kong. but she's not going to have like a super long career at this point.
She's old.
You know, I love the Japanese women they've been bringing in. I think this may have been my first time seeing what was her name? B Priestley.
B Priestley.
Yeah.
Oh man,
she was great. Like
when I used to watch What Culture Pro Wrestling, she was like a mainstay.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I mean that match was a little rough because from what I saw, is Britt Baker got a concussion during the match, and she wasn't really on her game. I like Britt Baker. I've never had an issue with her as a performer. God damn it. But I don't know, that tag team match at Fight for the Fallen was okay. I also think that they need to be careful. Like, obviously, it's really great that they're bringing in a lot of Japanese talent, but I think they have to also understand that a lot of their American or European talent doesn't know how to wrestle the Japanese style. So you're getting these mishmash styles that aren't quite melding as well as they should. You know, like, obviously, Kenny Omega, you put him in the ring with someone from Canada, and he's going to go, well, hold on, how do I wrestle you? You know, he's been in Japan for so long.
Yeah, but he wrestled Chris Jericho there, who is from Winnipeg.
It's true.
You idiot.
Stupid idiot. And also, Kenny Omega's the kind of guy who can wrestle a broom and put on a 5.86 star match, according to Derf Maltzer.
Derf
Maltzer balls. But, you know, Brandy I think Brandy has a lot of good business sense to her, and I think she's going to be vital to the success of AEW. It's not in the ring, though. Maybe it's just me, but there's also this blind faith that they can do no wrong.
Right, and I think that they're legitimately, it seems like they are doing that. They're just accepting the fact that people are interested because it's new, it's different. They're all fans of the Elite.
The Elite?
The Elite.
Ah, yes.
And so I feel like they run the risk of just being WCW 2.0.
Which I'm for and against.
I'm talking WCW like 99 to 2001.
Yeah, that we don't want. And here's the thing, though. First and foremost, because I've seen that kind of thrown around a lot. The main event scene in that time of WCW was a mess. The undercard was brilliant.
Right.
It was wonderful. But once again, your main event is what you're going to see. That's what's going to be on the posters. That's what's going to be on the promos. You know, that's what TNT executives are going to want to see on TV.
Correct.
They're going to want to see those main event stars. They want to see the person with the big fancy belt.
Yep.
You know.
And I don't want to see, you know, Hangman Page holding up the belt and then Cody sneeze on him. Page falls down. Cody pins him for the win. You know, shit like that WCW used to do. I don't want to see, is Kenny Omega in the building tonight? Who knows? Maybe he shows up, maybe he doesn't. It's our big pay-per-view, but I don't know. We're not sure.
Maybe he won't be here. We're not sure.
And they legitimately don't know.
And while someone's doing a backstage interview, he just walks onto shot and goes, "Oh shit," and then turns around and walks away. Yeah.
Is Vince McMahon in the building tonight?
He might be.
They did that at Slamboree 97.
Oh,
when it was at the Centrum.
Yeah, because
they're like, we're in Vince's backyard.
And that was around the time when Bischoff was challenging him to a fight every week. He's like, show up at Slamboree and I'll fight you. Like, which is such a, because I remember seeing an interview with Bischoff and they were like, what was going through your head? It's like, I didn't think he was going to show up. I'm like, yeah, but what if he did show up? And he goes, I would fight him. Like,
you would have to.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I challenge this guy.
I don't think I'd fight Vince McMahon now. Even though he's like a million.
Yeah, but think of how high WCW's ratings would have spiked if Vince had shown up and tried to fight Eric Bischoff live on the air. Like, WCW might have won the war if that happened.
Right, and that's why Vince McMahon would never fucking show up. It would be stupid.
So, like, and we'll get to that, the rest of that in a second, but
Your can's freaking me out. I
I know,
love
it's
that.
crazy, right? They're good.
It's a
They're
sealable
super
can.
fucking good. Cody. So we talked. I talked about this with our wonderful friend, Mr. Mags, Mr. Darren Kirk B.
At DJ Kirby.
Thank you for that. DEJ Kirk by BY. Whoa, that was weird. And we talked about this last week about how Cody Rhodes is okay. So did you watch Fight for the Fallen?
No.
Okay. Did you see
I
what
didn't see
happened at
shit.
the end? So at the end, so obviously Fight for the Fallen happened at the same time as Evolve's 10th anniversary, which was streaming live on the award-winning WWE Network. Which, speaking of which, don't forget to go to powerslam.tv, use code BladeJob, get your first 30 days free. That's on us. We got you.
We'll pay for it out of our own pockets.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Yep.
Sure. Anyways, so
Could you imagine if Carson was like, hey, what's this extra $10? I was just paying for somebody. She'd fucking murder me.
yeah, probably. So Evolve's running their 10th anniversary. WWE, because obviously Evolve is kind of their independent farm league at this point, like OVW was back then, like Deep South was back in the day, but it's pre-WWE purchasing them and using them for whatever it is, much like they did with Florida Championship Wrestling, which, as we all know, became NXT. That was a good purchase.
Yep.
So,
Just looking at your lights, don't mind me.
obviously they have a good partnership with Evolve, and so they streamed their 10th anniversary because there was NXT superstars showing up at Evolve. Adam Cole defended against Hideo Itami, I think. Not Hideo Itami. He left. Kenta's back in New Japan.
He did leave. He never really did it for me.
Yeah. Akira
Akira Tozawa.
Thank you. I can't fucking talk right now.
Wow, you xenophobic piece of shit.
Yeah, whatever.
Can't even say a Japanese name.
Yeah. I like ramen. That was racist. I'm sorry for that. Actually, I don't think it was.
No, that's not racist. I mean, it's true. Ramen's good.
It's really delicious. Anyways, so
Maybe I'll make that for dinner.
it's a good idea.
No, it's too hot for soup.
Yeah.
I'll probably fucking grill. That way, I'm the only one who has to suffer.
You're all psychos.
That's what happens when you're dad. You get to do all the shitty things like, oh, hey, it's fucking 1,000,000 degrees out. Why don't you cook dinner in front of a fire? It's like,
Burn, motherfucker, burn.
yeah, no.
So, so first and foremost, Kenny Omega, who's supposed to be the nice one out of all of them, goes on a fucking tirade about how WWE's attacking a charitable foundation because Fight for the Fallen was raising money for gun violence. Okay.
Oh.
Not really. Because WWE didn't decide when Evolve 10 was. Evolve did. Evolve had been marketing that this show was happening at least as far back. We did a little research. I know, right? It was mainly Mr. Mike Arendt who did the research.
Yeah, don't take fucking credit
I helped.
for doing research. Come on.
Discovering that the first mention, at least that we could tell, for Evolve was back at the beginning of April.
Okay.
So Fight for the Fallen was a fever dream at this point. You know,
Yeah.
it hadn't even had Double or Nothing even happened in April.
No, Double Down was in May?
Yeah. So they hadn't even held a show yet. Now, what, you know, and obviously everyone's like, oh, WWE assholes. It's like, okay, so WWE is supporting the indies and their assholes. Like, can they not do anything right, apparently? Like, like, WWE hates the indies. WWE supports the indies. WWE hates AEW and they hate gun violence victims. Like, what? No, that's not. No. What are you talking about? So at the end of the show,
WWE loves gun violence.
Cody Rhodes grabs a hot mic and starts screaming about how we can't be counter-programmed. What he was trying to say is AEW, we stand, and WWE, you know, they can't hurt us. What I heard is fuck the indies. Because I'm starting to think, and now this is not a blanket statement of AEW.
Yes,
first
it
and
is.
foremost. This is not a blanket statement about AEW. This is a statement about Cody Rhodes. Cody does not give a shit about the independent scene. Cody does not give a shit about professional wrestling. Cody cares about AEW, which is fine at the end of the day. You got to have
George Bush hates black people.
Absolutely. Wait, senior or junior?
I don't know. Didn't Kanye West say that one time?
Yeah, I don't know. Kanye West says a lot of things. But so, like, because I'm thinking about it, and Cody, like, he left WWE.
Yep.
And he went to Ring of Honor first or New Japan first?
New Japan.
New Japan first.
I think. I'm almost positive.
He wrestled in New Japan. He wrestled in Ring of Honor. You know, he did his whole thing. Then he started AEW. Yeah, he did indie dates and stuff like that.
He wrestled every indie show. Like, every indie promotion, he was there. He probably had 100 championships at one point.
But
just kicking around.
I think that Cody's main focus, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but the way he's going about it, I don't really agree with, is his own career. Lining his pockets. Now, here's the thing. I do feel for him because Cody Rhodes is trying to live up to the legacy of his brother and his father. And the thing is, Cody Rhodes cannot live up to those legacies. He can't. Cody Rhodes will never be Goldust. Cody Rhodes will never be Dusty. Ever.
No.
Ever. He can never be that. Because, A, he doesn't have the charisma of Dusty.
Nobody has.
Not even close.
No, there's very few people who can match that. Dusty had one of those personalities where it was like, when he talked, you listened because it was going to be something good.
Yeah.
You know, like, it just, like...
Pork and beans.
He captivated an audience.
And it's funny because he was always very self-referential. Because a lot of his promos were like, guys, I'm a fatty. Like,
I'm the working man.
Like, he was always just like so. And I mean, I don't know Dusty Rhodes as a person. I never met the guy.
Nope.
But everything I've heard, the stories I tell, is that his character was very much an extension of himself.
Yeah.
He was, obviously, he was wealthy and he was famous because he was one of the biggest names in the industry at a time when if you were the top guy, you got the money, you got the girls, you were a rock star.
You got the cocaine.
The cocaine. So I don't know, but everything I've heard about Dusty is that he lived the gimmick.
Yeah.
That was who he was. And he was so much more to the industry than just your top baby face. Especially at a time when most wrestlers were chiseled out of stone, or if they were bigger, they were like 7'2".
Yeah.
You know, he showed that, like, if it weren't for someone like Dusty Rhodes, I don't think that we would have Kevin Owens, because he doesn't fit the mold.
Yeah, he was only 6'2".
Yeah. You know, overweight, 6'2", you know, had a lisp.
Right. And then you had guys like Ric Flair who were, you know, handsome with a beautiful blonde mullet.
Oh my God.
Fucking
sexy as shit.
Yeah. And so Ric Flair's like the guy who's going to shut down the community rec center, and then Dusty was the guy who was going to stop it, you know? And he was just
Ric Flair was going to bang your
dude.
wife. Dusty was going to buy you both dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep. That's exactly what it was.
Ask Miss Elizabeth.
You can't. Lex Luger killed her.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, right. No, I don't want to shit on Cody.
I do.
I like Cody.
I don't.
I appreciate what he's doing.
Well, hold on. I will give him some credit. He's a solid 6 out of 10 in the ring, maybe a 7.
I think he's
talented,
he's good in the ring,
but he's not great.
No, I think Dustin Goldust is way better.
Oh, so Bucks versus the Brotherhood. There were 3 people in that match that carried the match, and guess who wasn't one of them?
Yeah, like he's good. He is good in the ring. I understand and appreciate what he's trying to do, but there are times where I feel like he thinks it seems like he thinks that he's bigger than wrestling. You know,
he
like,
thinks just because what his last name is, he transcends what pro wrestling means.
Yeah. All right. The 2 luchador paintings are...
That's fine. Don't worry about it. We got a banner, so it's cool.
Yeah, but they're not fucking the same height. Whatever. But no, it seems like he kind of, feels like he is bigger than the sport of wrestling itself. And I think that's a bad way to be. You know, what was All In? And they had Road Warrior Hawk, because Animal's dead, or the other way around, come out on the motorcycle. And it was probably the last episode of Being the Elite that I watched. They were practicing, the opening, and he dumped his bike, and they're like, "You good, bud? You good, bud?" It's like, fuck you, man. Like, first off, he's a million years old. Second off, it's one of the fucking Road Warriors. Like, he could still probably take your head off in the ring right now.
Yeah.
It just seemed kind of dickish.
So, all right. There is obviously a lot of, I don't know what word I want to say, humor that comes from the members of the Elite, especially the Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, they're goofy dudes and they like having fun.
Yeah.
So,
and they're good at it.
The end of Fight for the Fallen, when they're Cody's just taking these pot shots at WWE for hosting an independent show on the network. Fuck them, right? And Matt, at one point before all this happened, Matt grabs the mic and he's like, "Hey Cody, being in the ring, with you and your brother, I'll be honest, I never really saw you guys as a team. I don't watch a lot of, the other program." And it was like, it was a pot shot, but it was like kind of like, it was mellow.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying, like, literally, if they were willing to, like, say it on the air, he would have said, "Look, I don't watch a lot of WWE, so I'm not familiar with your work as a team."
Yeah.
Really not. But the fact that he said, like, the other program, everyone's like, "Oh my God, shots fired." It's like, no, Matt Jackson was just trying to cut a promo without saying WWE.
Right. Because every time one of those guys say WWE, it's like, you're clearly, if AEW is supposed to be as good, if not better, don't bring them up.
Well, that's the thing, is Cody keeps saying, like,
just don't fucking bring them up.
"Oh, I don't know. We don't care about WWE. It's not a problem. I hate that place. Blah, 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 blah."
It's like, you mention it an awful lot.
But he talks about it.
Yeah.
Now, the Bucks, I can understand them talking about it because that's who they're goofy, and nothing that they say is, like, overly negative. They're just poking fun, and they're doing what Triple H did at the Hall of Fame. They're having fun with it because Triple H isn't sitting there going, "Goddamn AEW," he's probably going like, "What would the Bucks say? That's fucking funny."
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
because Triple H went out of his way for the past like 2 years trying to sign them.
Yeah,
because he's a fan of their work. Like, Triple H is this insane person who actually runs a WWE program like a professional wrestling show, which is, I know, it's crazy.
What a
Hear
dick.
me out. Also, spoiler alert, not really a spoiler because it hasn't happened, it already aired. There are people online who are actually upset that the main event of TakeOver Toronto 2 is going to be Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. Which, why would you ever be upset about that match?
What's
literally
there to be mad about?
Every show, give me that match.
Well, no, I mean, that gets old, but
it's not like Shinsuke and AJ, where the main roster just buries it. This is two guys who will actually put on not a fuckhead score 5-star, like a legitimate 5-star match every time. And they didn't technically use the phrase, but essentially it's a 3 stages of hell match. And that's exciting.
I dig. I get down.
I'm hoping, since they're kind of trying to go like a little more of a mature route lately with the programming, I'm hoping that the final fall is First Blood. That'd be dope.
I don't know if we're there yet.
I think Corey Graves said shit on Raw live.
Yeah,
uncensored.
No, that's true. He did.
He said, "Holy shit!" I don't think that's the way it happened, but anyways, the roads. So all of this.
That was a pretty good Corey Graves impression. I gotta hand it to
I
you.
know, right? I've well, here's the thing. Graves and
Corey Graves.
Graves and I have a connection now. His girlfriend is from Spencer, and I've been to Spencer.
Oh.
So yeah, Graves and I are like
Is
old
Clemson
homies.
Spencer? Yeah, Clemson Spencer.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like right on the East Brookfield line.
Anyways,
Dairy Queen.
yo DQ.
The McDonald's I used to work at.
Yo, DQ.
Yeah, and
so
that's pretty much
far-
what Spencer has.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Spencer Fair, where you can buy like Confederate flags that say Spencer Mass on it.
Yeah,
You're
but
like,
I've got the metal.
fuck
I've
are
got
you
the metal
talking about?
cup where I get unlimited soda from the old timey soda factory for like $6.
where the fuck is an old timey soda factory?
At the Spencer Fair.
I thought you were saying that was like
No.
a year round.
No, like it's in kegs and shit. Anyways, so Double or Nothing, Fighter Fest, Fight for the Fallen. Let's go over the matches. Double or Nothing pretty much has the only like caveat to this. So, Hangman Adam Page wins the over the budget casino battle royale. Okay. Young Bucks defeat Lucha Bros. Okay. Cody defeats Dustin. Okay. Hangman Page defeats technically Jimmy Jacobs. Okay. Young Bucks and Kenny Omega defeat Lucha Bros and other guy whose name I'm forgetting. Okay. Cody goes to a time limit draw with Darby Allin. Okay. Young Bucks defeat the Brotherhood. Okay. Kenny Omega defeats Shima. Okay. Adam Page defeats Kip Sabian. Okay. If you're a member of the Elite, you cannot lose in AEW so far.
Unless you're wrestling another guy from the Elite.
Unless you're wrestling another guy from the Elite, or, the caveat, Kenny Omega lost to Chris fucking Jericho.
Oh.
Like, but here's the thing. Oh, no, we're not going to be like, we don't know. Tony has full creative control, and, it's not going to be like the Elite show. It's like, motherfucker, so far it has been. You've got a member of the Elite in the title picture. You've got 2 members of the Elite in the tag title picture, because the Young Bucks are going to, like, clean up in that. The Young Bucks are facing the Lucha Bros at All Out in a ladder match. That's going to be fucking nuts.
I hope they get the double-sided ladder.
Not like the painter's ladder.
Yeah.
Like Chaotic used last night. I mean, granted, Chaotic's an indie fed, so.
Yeah. Do you know how much money those double-sided ladders are? Ladders are fucking expensive.
They are, but I was looking recently, and a 6-foot painter's and a 6-foot double-sided, there was only like a $20 or $30 difference.
Really?
Yeah. And
But they're also using like 10-foot ladders.
Yeah. Well, no, granted, it's going to cost them. Like, I know that.
I mean, they're also owned by a billionaire, so
Yeah,
I don't
Mr.
feel
Denver,
bad.
Colorado, when he did the TLC at Rana a couple of years ago.
Yes.
There was he said it was the most expensive match they've ever held. They're doing a cage match at Rana now.
Yeah. So you dicks don't want to go, huh?
No, I'm gonna watch it live on independent.tv, independentwrestling.television.
Yeah, but why don't we just go live?
I gotta work.
Oh yeah, and it's like $60, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever. I mean,
sucks.
I'm upset that it's not here, but at the same time, this is a moment where Beyond is becoming more than just, a small indie organization. Like
Starcast 3 announced CM Punk.
Yeah, let the wild speculation begin.
Oh,
Anyways,
man, CM Punk's coming back to WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's
You
going
heard
to
it here
WCW.
first. Yep. I wonder if he will ever wrestle again.
Allegedly, he has. Allegedly, he showed up at an indie show under a mask and interfered in a match, hit someone with the GTS, and then ran away.
That's pretty cool.
Because they never actually showed who was under the mask. And
Did he have a Pepsi tattoo?
He was wearing long sleeves and gloves. Like there was no discernible markings of who this person was. I don't know. I have no idea. So
it also could have been Ulysses S. Grant, like fucking.
He's dead.
Okay, it also could have been Mark Twain.
Stands up. I'm just like, because I like the Elite for the most part. I love Adam Page. Adam Page is honestly, he's the next big thing in professional wrestling to me. Having a grand stage like this, he's going to be their main star.
I think he's gonna do well.
He's
gonna do very, very, very well.
He's really, really good.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better.
I like Kenny Omega. I think Kenny Omega has such an interesting hybrid style of Japanese and like Canadian style wrestling.
Yeah.
Love him. Love Matt Jackson.
What about Kenny versus Bret Hart? Like 97 Bret Hart.
That'd be an awesome match.
Right? That'd be great.
I love Matt Jackson. I think he's spunky and witty and funny and phenomenal in the ring. Moving on from the Elite. I just don't want to see them
be the NWO.
And here's the thing. Run that storyline 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Let the company stand on its own feet first. Don't just rely on the fleeting popularity of Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
Don't let it just be the new hotness. You have Kip Sabian. You have MJF. You have Joey Janela. You have John fucking Moxley. Like, you have the Lucha Bros. You have Allie. You have Britt Baker.
Britt Baker's a dentist. I don't like her.
I know. You have fucking... There was a stare down at Fight for the Fallen between Awesome Kong and Aja Kong. Like... Granted, that's a dream match from like 15 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Still, Aja Kong can still move. Like, she's good.
Yeah.
She's always been good. But, like, you have this talent. You have this roster of just Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. I mean...
I like Luchasaurus.
Fucking... Jungle Boy's growing on me. I'm still not a fan of Marco Stunt being involved with that faction, but I also...
He's just a little guy.
He freaks me out.
He's so little.
And he's got like a twin-ass brother.
Really?
Yeah, Logan Stunt.
I feel like...
We gotta get Superhuman in fucking AEW. Fuck this shit. Do it for the Juggalos and the Juggalettes.
No, that's okay.
Whoop whoop.
No, there'll be none of that.
Whoop.
God damn it.
Superhuman.
I feel like I could wrestle Marco Stunt. Like, that's somebody I could wrestle. And, like, put on a good match.
I feel like if it wasn't kayfabe, you could actually murder him because he weighs like 90 pounds.
Yeah.
He's tiny.
He is
No wonder
tiny.
he broke his leg in half. There was nothing supporting it. Like...
I have giant Scottish tree trunk legs.
I'm just fat.
Yeah.
But, like,
That's true.
they've got the Dark Order, formerly known as the Super Smash Brothers, but we all, they kind of had to change that. We've got the Best Friends. They're fucking heavyweights. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah. No, they're big boys.
There is some crazy talent in this promotion.
Trent Beretta I feel like he's criminally underrated.
I agree.
Like,
I
love Chuck Taylor, and I think the Best Friends are a great
tag team. Yeah,
they're a great team, but Trent Beretta could be like a legitimate, full-on.
Oh no, he could be a single star. Like Chuck Taylor doesn't strike me as main title guy.
No, not
like,
at all.
Mid card title, like an IC title, a US title kind of thing. Absolutely,
Yeah.
Chuck Taylor all the way.
Chuck Taylor versus Ron Killings
For the 24/7 title.
for any title. I think that would be a good match.
Well, considering Ron Killings is immortal, he'll eventually make his way over to AEW.
The immortal Ron Killings.
Hold on. I'm just...
Golden Truth 2.0? Is that what you're going to say?
Let's say his contract expires, and they're like, we want you to re-sign, and he's like, I just need 1 day. And they're like, okay. And then he shows up at an AEW show, and he starts cutting a promo about how he's going to fight Kevin Owens for the Universal title or some shit. And they're like, truth, this isn't WWE. And he does his whole, my bad. And then he goes back and re-signs the next day. If Trash Can likes it, I like it. Make it happen, Mr. Truth.
Oh, man. I have some firecrackers at home, and I feel like putting them in a metal trash can. Not you, sir, but I feel like that'd be fun.
He likes it. He really likes it. Anyways, the roster that they have is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
I can't wait to watch it on TNT.
And I have to look at fucking Cody Rhodes. I have to, like, I'm sorry, Darby Allin. Fuck. Jimmy Jacobs.
I don't like Jimmy Jacobs that much.
Does he freak you out because he's a deathmatch guy?
No, I
think he's awesome.
No, he doesn't.
I love
do
his
it for
look.
me.
I love his fucking just. He's you know who he is? He's
Doink the Clown.
No.
We gotta get more of those.
South Park. He's the blue one. He just flips people off all the time. God.
Cartman?
No.
Stan?
No, it's not one of the
Kyle?
main four.
Butters?
No.
Butters wears blue. Clyde?
Yeah, Clyde. He just they're like, Clyde. He goes, meh.
Clyde, you take a dookie in the urinal.
Yes.
Why'd you do that? I don't know.
But, like, literally, Jimmy Jacobs was just, like, going around flipping people off during the match, and it was fucking hysterical. There was a great apron spot, and it was, I think it was MJF and Janela, and they hit the apron spot. Janela hits the floor, looks directly in the camera, goes, "Fuck you, Jim Cornette!" And it was amazing. And then
I like Joey Janela.
MJF did Sean Spears 10 and then turned it into a couple birds. That was kind of entertaining. Sean Spears looking really fucking good right now.
Who's he being managed by?
Tully Blanchard.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And Tessa Blanchard. Yeah.
She got a booty.
She's like striking, I would call her.
She is very attractive. There's something, I think she looks too much like her dad. It's the same issue with Charlotte, where I'm just like, yeah, you're hot, but I feel like I'd be banging Ric Flair. And that's, I mean, sexy, but I don't know.
Ew.
Like Ric Flair in like the fucking 70s, though. I mean, we're not talking Ric Flair now. God.
Oh, okay. So Phelan goes to camp, and
weird story.
No, it's not. It's right near my mom's house, so she'll sleep over my mom's house the night before, and I'll meet her at the Lester Cumbies. And we were sitting there waiting for my mom, and Phelan's like, "Why is it? Wait, is that Ric Flair on that poster?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "Why do they have Ric Flair posters at Cumbies?" I was like, "Yeah, that's right. Cumberland Farms. 99 cents for a coffee." Woo!
Yeah.
Coffee sucks, though.
That's my thing with Tessa. Gorgeous, but I see her dad, and that freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, like, anyways, back to what I was saying. It just, I don't, like you said, I don't want it to be NWO 2.0.
Yeah.
We already pretty much, like, had that when DX started kind of like expanding for a while. Luckily, WWE was smart enough to stop it when it got to like 6. They were like, okay, that's it.
I think that version of DX was great.
Oh, I do
with
too.
the Outlaws, with X-Pac.
But they were very separate. That's the thing. You had Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and
Shawn was.
Well, I'm just saying in general. DX. Yeah. You had Triple H, Shawn Michaels in China, who spent most of their
and Rick
time.
Rude.
And Rick, because that was their main event. They spent their time in the main event.
Yeah.
X-Pac, Badass, and Road Dogg spent their time in the mid card.
Yeah.
And you had 2 small, and then like when Shawn wasn't there, Triple H was still in the main event, and then he had his lackeys essentially that were in the mid card.
Yeah.
And
that's how a faction should be. You have your main event, your mid card, a tag team, maybe a woman.
Yeah.
And it's like that's how I think that's why DX didn't ruin WWE, where NWO ruined WCW.
Because it was also and like I appreciate what Bischoff was trying to do, where he was like, I essentially created the brand split before the brand split was a thing.
Correct.
I created NWO as a sub-faction of WCW, but it got out of hand.
It got way out of hand.
Fucking Virgil had TV time. You know it's out of hand when Virgil has TV time. And then you created a sub-faction within a sub-faction, and it just, there was so much going on. And I love NWO. And I love the turmoil of even up until the NWO's implosion of just like when they were like in 99 or whatever, 98, when they were like, okay, no more, and like we just gotta cut this loose. I loved it. I loved it all the way up to the end, even at its insanest, most insane. The issue remained in
the peak of ludicrousity.
Yeah. The issue was WCW got rid of Hulk Hogan from the main event picture and then like started replacing him with like David Arquette and shit. And it's like, and Vince Russo, and like the main event picture was just chaos. But if you think about that time of WCW, we had Jeff Jarrett, Slapnuts, as champion. We had Booker T, DDP. There was a lot of good world champions in that time, but there was a lot of weird shit going on. I think Bret Hart had a title run around that time too, right before Goldberg kicked his head off.
Was that for the U.S. title?
Yes, that match in particular.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure Bret Hart had a world title run around that time. I could be wrong.
I'm going to look it up.
The best thing that happened to Goldberg was ending the streak, too, because it started putting him in more storylines other than I'm Goldberg, I crush you. Like, he started... Because, like, the dude is not the most prolific wrestler. He's an old-school style big guy squash. He goes in, spear, jackhammer, it's over. And that's what he was good at. I always thought he was great on the mic. He had a lot of intensity, and... he just had a look. He was very impending. It was when they tried to put him in matches with, Steven Regal and shit that it showed how shitty he really was in the ring.
Yeah, that was...
Well, Regal also shot on him. Shot on him? Shooted?
Shat on him?
Shat on him?
I think he William Shatnered him and just, like, legitimately kicked him in the face and shit.
Oh, yeah, no, he beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like...
And Goldberg was just like, what do I do?
But at the same time, you got to give Bill Goldberg credit
for not fucking ripping his head off.
He rolled with the punches, and I think at some point I saw an interview with him where he essentially said, like, you sometimes you got to pay your dues, Yeah. And that's what happened. Is I went in with a technical guy who didn't respect me, and he beat the respect into me. Like, that's what he did, and. Never to say that Steven Regal is William Regal, or whatever his name is at this point. It's William Regal.
Wasn't he a carpenter or like a construction worker at one point?
Yeah, it was great.
God damn it.
I love the Blue Bloods. I thought they were a great faction. I mean, Steven Regal was one of my favorite guys. Oh, I remember, because I watched it recently at one of the... It was like a pay-per-view and a Nitro. It spanned 2 or 3 matches. He feuded with a young, amazingly mustached Fit Finlay, and they just beat them because it was that British strong style that you didn't see in WCW or even WWE at that time, and they were kicking the fucking shit out. They both got busted open the hard way in like every single match because they were just fucking Regal had a broken nose, and it was just like anime. It was just spraying out of his nose, and it's like, and he kept going, because he's fucking
the Belfast Brawler and the cap into. But both of those guys, I think, see, not everybody can be a world champion. Not everybody's going to be in the main event. And I think
your favorite wrestler will probably never be champion.
Correct. And I think those two guys together, those guys are two examples of you can be an amazing mid-carder, but the main event,
it wasn't in the cards.
It's not going to happen for everyone. Like, everyone's like, oh, Rusev deserves this. Cesaro deserves this. Cesaro, if he never wins a world championship, that's okay with me. If he were to win it, that would also be okay with me.
It doesn't take away from how good of a career he's had, how talented he is. The fact that he's in his 30s and has braces now because he blew out all of his teeth.
That's true. With Cyborg.
Did you watch Extreme Rules?
No.
Black versus Cesaro.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Maybe I'll go watch that. Today isn't an inside day because it's like 130 degrees out.
Black Cesaro was a lot of fun.
When you're saying that, I'm just picturing like Cesaro with an afro, but he's black. Yeah. Oh man, maybe I'm gonna play 2K and create Black Cesaro.
Black Cesaro.
That would be fucking stupid.
Honestly, Extreme Rules was not a bad pay-per-view. It wasn't extreme.
No.
But it was a good pay-per-view.
You saw me lean forward to ask.
Yeah. It was the main event was mixed tag Extreme Rules. Becky and Seth versus Lacey and Baron in a winner takes all. Honestly, it was the
good lord, what a fucking shitty tag team.
It was the best match Lacey has had on the main roster.
Yeah.
Which isn't saying much. She actually hit a springing moonsault, like where you're standing on the second rope facing inward and you jump and twist and then moonsault.
Yeah.
And she actually hit it really well.
Yeah.
She's still fucking, you can tell she doesn't know how to call spots because she's all over the place.
Potential.
Give her another year, maybe 2, and I think Lacey could be a talented performer.
She needs to be...
This got way off topic.
Yeah, that's fine.
Continue.
She needs to be polished in ring, and she's just Liberty Bell from Glow.
Which is coming back soon.
Oh, I can't fucking wait.
They're going to Vegas in this one.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I'm fucking pumped.
But it's like, I get it, she was a Marine. I get it, She
was in the Marine? Is she the Miz?
No.
Oh, fuck.
She's fucking John Cena. Wabadoo. Fuck. I miss John Cena.
I do too.
He's better than you think he is.
So, it was a mixed tag. And there were a couple decent spots. Like, they did this spot where they put Lacey on one table and then Baron on another table. Seth was on the outside. Seth was on the top rope. Becky was on the first rope. So Becky leg dropped Lacey, and then Seth jumped over them and frog splashed Baron through the table. It was a cool spot.
That's pretty dope.
It was pretty cool. The finish. The finish actually made me go, see, now you're showing some sort of storytelling. Becky gets in the ring. She turns right into an End of Days, which they were still running the whole men versus men, women versus women. She hits the End of Days on Becky, and Seth loses his shit, destroys a kendo stick over him. Then when the kendo stick's broken, grabs a chair and destroys a chair over him, curb stomps him 3 times, and then pins him.
Nice.
It was a really great... So he's all like, Becky's out, like, you beat
up my super hot girlfriend.
Well, no, before he could do that...
She's super hot.
The Beast in the Bank showed up and hit an F5 and pinned him to become Universal Champion again. Remember, Brock was Money in the Bank. Not anymore.
What? Oh, God damn it.
But here's the thing. I'm trying to look on the bright side of things. Brock Lesnar as Universal Champion means I get to see Paul Heyman more often.
That's true, but then never mind. We've done episodes on this.
I'm assuming it's going to lead to some SummerSlam bullshit. Obviously, they wanted Brock going into SummerSlam as champion.
Yeah.
Fine. Kevin Owens, however, has been on fire. Un fuego, as Morrow would say.
Fuego. And then make some fucking hip-hop reference that I don't understand.
Yeah.
I saw Lil Wayne a week ago.
Did you go to the Blink-182 show?
I did.
Did you fight Enzo?
No.
Did you hear about that?
No.
Joey Janela was at the Blink show in Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
And he walked
I did
up
hear
and
about
he
that.
introduced himself to Enzo, and Enzo tried to fight him. And Janela was like, I probably shouldn't have interacted, but I was hammered, so...
Yeah.
I mean, Joey Janela.
Lil Wayne? Really, really not that good.
His name is Lil Wayne. You know, there's a song by someone, and it's talking about how like hip hop artists used to be badass, and now they're named Wayne and Tyler. And I was like, yo, that's funny.
Yeah. No, he was not good, but Blink-182, man.
Oh, they fuck.
Fuck, they kill it.
Yeah, Skiba
rules.
He fits right in. Like, he doesn't have... It sucks because when he does the tom vocals, he's not quite as nasally.
Yeah, that doesn't suck. He doesn't have the annoying Southern
But
California
he's
accent.
still, like, honestly, like, I haven't heard any of the old stuff with Matt Skiba vocals
It's good.
yet.
It's good.
But, like, California was a great album.
Oh, my God, dude. The two albums before that, the self-titled one with a dumb smiley face star thing, and then... Fuck, you're so bald. And then and then Neighborhoods. I didn't like them. I was just like, cool, Blink-182
They had a
now.
couple okay songs, but as albums they weren't good.
And then Skiba came. California was great.
And he fixed Blink.
He literally fixed Blink, and then they played Enema of the State start to finish, and it was awesome.
That is awesome, because that's a great album, and that's like kind of like your seminal Blink-182 album. I stand by Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. It's more of, I like it more.
Yeah.
But Enema of the State's a good album. But we got to get back to wrestling for a second. Unless you had something to talk about with Lil Wayne wrestling.
No, he just wasn't good.
Okay, yeah, fuck him.
There was a lot of like teenage white chicks saying the N-word, and I locked eyes with a black guy, and we were both just like fucking white people.
I know. Kevin Owens.
Yes.
And Fuego.
En Fuego.
So he's been feuding semi on and off with
Shane O'Mac.
No, Dolph Ziggler technically. And
Shane McMahon's the best in the world.
And he came out and he cut that promo against Shane about how nobody wants you here. Like, you know, every time you say you're best in the world, you're taking away from, you know, Apollo Crews, Ember Moon, you know, all these people who should be on TV. Shane McMahon, you can kiss my ass, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then he gets his match against Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules. It's literally pretty much like punch, stunner, 1, 2, 3. Like, it's just a squash. He just like...
I'm glad he's using the stunner. Like,
well, this Monday is Raw Reunion, and Stone Cold's gonna be there. I say if we don't have Stone Cold and KO stunning Vince and Shane, we are ruining wrestling.
Man, see, wrestling can be great.
And that's the thing.
It can also be horrible.
Raw Reunion, this is just Raw 25, blah, blah, blah. Holy shit, wrestling's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, why are you complaining that like some of the all-time greats would dare come back?
And it's just like, we're not like, it's not like, just fucking people need to sit back and enjoy things. Anyways, so Kevin Owens, I think this new like anti-establishment like face Kevin Owens, I think they are building him for another title run.
Yeah, he can be like, everyone's like, oh, Becky's the new Stone Cold. First off, no one will ever be Stone Cold.
Don't be the next me, be the first you. That's what The Rock said in that movie about Paige.
Did you see that?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Is it?
I enjoyed it.
Maybe I'll watch that tonight with the kiddos.
Yeah.
Is it a kiddos movie?
They say shit a bunch of times, but
So do I.
There's no nudity, and
never
there's
mind.
no F-bomb, which was really disappointing.
Yeah.
It's there's some scenes about like, you know, like drug abuse and stuff kind of, but I mean, your kids have seen that, they look at you and
I'm not a drug user.
no, that's true. It's just pot. It's not a drug.
It's not a drug. Fucking bought it at a store.
In Leicester.
Well, no. I've actually never been inside a dispensary.
I haven't either.
I still buy my weed the old-fashioned way.
Guy in a van.
No. My buddy comes over and then I just
Yo, bring me some weed.
and then I Venmo him for something else. So technically he's giving me weed and I'm giving him
Money
you know,
for
money-
siding.
yeah, well I think and it was like Ninja Turtles or something like that.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I think that Kevin. So my hope, because this got way off the rails real quick, is that we will have somehow like Shane's gonna be like, fuck you, Kevin Owens, and then Kevin Owens will be like, fuck you, Shane, and then Shane's gonna try to fuck him over by putting him in a match. Like he's gonna earn a title shot, and Shane's gonna be like, oh, you're not wrestling Kofi, you're wrestling Lesnar, and then Lesnar KO at SummerSlam, but then KO slays the Beast.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be fine with that.
I would too. Kevin Owens is
Really good at wrestling.
he's good at wrestling. He's good on the mic. He's good at character development. He can work with pretty much anyone.
Yeah.
He made John Cena become John Cena again.
Yeah.
His matches with AJ Styles were some of the best matches WWE has had in years.
Yes.
His matches with Dolph Ziggler are great. Kevin Owens can wrestle.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
And the thing is, not only can he wrestle, he can call the match in a way that doesn't matter who's standing across from him. They will get over.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it, but he's like a Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
You know? Like, just he can wrestle anybody. He physically isn't, you know, an Adonis, but still can just kill it.
Huge gut.
I wouldn't say huge.
Big floppy gut.
It's not a six-pack, but
Rock hard calves.
rock hard gut.
Also, great penis. Yeah. I just went for it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You didn't see the Kevin Owens video? That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, there's not a Kevin Owens video. He's not Ricochet. Sorry, that was mean.
I don't want to see Ricochet's ding dong.
Oh, well, I mean, you see his ding dong, but it's him putting his finger in his butt. Oh, you missed a lot.
I have missed a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ricochet, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
I'll show you the video. It's fine. I want
I don't want to.
WWE to realize what they have. So they sent Tyler Breeze back down to NXT.
Which is awesome.
He is killing it. His match with Roderick Strong a couple weeks ago was fucking nuts.
Oh, timeout. Speaking of giant dudes with tiny managers, did you see Stokely Hathaway got a 7'3" guy? That's awesome.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like we've seen 7'3" guys come in, like, and they're the next monster, and then we get Great Khali.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm just happy that
Giant Gonzalez
I'm happy that Stokely Hathaway
is doing something.
is doing something good. He's in WWE. He's Stokely Hathaway.
According to Twitter, all he's doing is like hang out with Mia Yim and like getting like made fun of by like Matt Riddle. Essentially, all of his Evolve and Beyond friends are there,
Yeah.
so he's like, at least I get to hang out with my friends again.
Right. You know, it's good for him. Because honestly, like, everyone involved in wrestling, I don't care who you are, to make it to WWE
It's a
is
huge accomplishment. Huge.
You know,
Huge.
And it's like, that's great. I'm super happy for him. And like all these people, oh no, I wouldn't wrestle in WWE. It's like, listen,
Fuck you. If WWE walked up to you and offered you, like I said, you know, I mean, decent. I'm not gonna go. No, fuck it. I'd probably go work them for $30,000, just to be like, where do you work? WWE. Like, it'd be insane. Like, there's no one. And how disrespectful do you have to be to say, oh my God, did you hear Blah signed with WWE? What a fucking sellout. So you are telling me that they're a sellout because they are living their dream? The dream that all of us fat assholes who sit in our basement doing wrestling podcast. This got real. Sitting in our basement doing podcasts about wrestling, wish we could do.
I'm not that fat.
You ain't that skinny either, though.
I know. I'm right in the middle. I'm like that perfect.
You're like a chub. You're not quite flaccid, but you're not like boom rock solid. Yeah.
I am dad bod.
Then what the fuck am I?
Husky.
We prefer fluffy these days.
But yeah, it's like, right. No. My dream is to wrestle in a VFW for 100 people.
For $20.
Yeah, that's the goal. No, the goal is to fucking
main event WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And yeah, you probably won't.
Right. Most people will not.
Ricochet is one of the best talents on the planet. He's probably not going to main event WrestleMania.
But he's going to wrestle at WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah. And that's great.
That's awesome.
It's fantastic. Tommaso Ciampa is going to wrestle at WrestleMania. Like, Adam Cole is going to wrestle at WrestleMania. Think about that.
Yeah.
Like, and, oh, yeah, they sold out. Hey, Adam Cole is the face of NXT right now. NXT is no longer developmental. The NXT we see on TV, even though it's directly attached to the developmental brand, is not the developmental brand. It is a full-blown promotion.
Yeah.
We're not seeing the performance center trainees. We're seeing mostly guys and gals who've been wrestling for a decade.
Yeah.
They're there to kind of acclimate themselves with the WWE style.
Yep. And we do see plenty of performance center trainees, but it's not.
We're seeing them in opening matches of
squash matches, you know.
Well, it seems what they do when they're filming NXT, where they film 3 hours, they do 3 episodes. Is really not on silent.
That was my mom. Yeah, sorry.
They do like a PC guy or like someone who's just joined with NXT versus either someone who's established or another PC guy joined NXT.
Yeah. You're going to get kicked in the face by Matt Riddle 3 times.
And then we need you to take a nap.
Yep.
The bro to sleep. What up? Then you get your mid-card, you know, either a tag team title maybe thing, or maybe you get a little women's title action or something. Like maybe it's just like promo, maybe it's an in-ring, whatever. Then you get your main event. Now your main event could be a title match, a women's title match, a tag title match, a NXT title match,
North American
title match. Could just be 2 established names. Could just be, hey, it's Roderick Strong versus Tyler Breeze. So you get these. So you're watching that filming. You get those 3 matches. You get a semi-main event every couple of matches, and then they split it up into different episodes. I don't know how they cut it together. I know that they film multiple episodes in single sittings and single tapings, you know, but it's like, must be A, such a cool live experience, and B, you get a little bit of everything on every episode of NXT, and they're 1 fucking hour.
Yep. You get 3 or 4 matches
and
a couple promos, but everything is to the point,
fucking
a
month ago we had, so they're doing that Worlds Collide, Undiscovered something, all the new signees are wrestling in a tournament. So like DJZ, Zima Ion is something wild now, I forget what its name is. You know, you've got all these like they had Shane Strickland wrestled, and I was like, yo, shit, Shane Strickland's in NXT? What?
Wait, really?
He's called something else now. And I was like, yo, this is awesome. Like, they have all these cool, like, up quote unquote WWE up and comers showing up. And then the main event is Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai in a fucking cage match. And you're like,
cool.
What? Like, it's just, there's so much happens on a single hour of NXT.
I haven't watched NXT in a hot minute because
You should.
I worked 4 days this week, and I worked almost 50 hours.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. Watch some NXT.
Well, yeah, I get
Abandon your children. Watch some NXT.
I don't want to abandon my children.
Make your children watch NXT with you so you don't have to abandon them.
I showed Desmond Andre the Giant the other day, and he was like, whoa.
Like the documentary or
No,
just a match?
Yeah, just him against Savage, and he's like, oh my God, that guy's huge. And I picked a match against Savage because Savage is only like 6'1", and I was like, Andre will be huge.
The cream rises to the top.
I love him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like how he manages to get ye in like little parts of the promo where ye shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I think this has been chaos.
It has been.
It's either been great or it's been terrible. I don't know. It's starting to warm up down here.
Yep. Yeah, when it's 90 in the basement, you know it's time to call it a day.
Yeah, but this has been fun. Hey, Scott, you should come next week, too.
Yeah.
Maybe if John's not here, maybe we'll get you and Mags.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking nuts.
I still want to get Tom Collins on here again.
Who?
Tom Collins.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah. He's a guy.
I'm not familiar. But
he's bald. He has a beard.
We've been great.
Kind of husky.
You've been great. We thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming.
Join us next week as we talk about... who the fuck knows? Good night, everybody.
Later.
Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 4,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 110 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.